Good evening, everyone. Members of our group are Taran Sukron, Liana Singh, Savannah Shawls, yours truly, and Miss Rhoda Prasad. This presentation is based on the embracing of Guyana's diversity, a call for cultural integration in Guyana. Can I have the next slide, please? Good. So, the importance of incorporating societal expectations in the school curriculum for preserving culture. Now, incorporating societal expectations into the school curriculum is essential for preserving culture. It helps to promote understanding, tolerance, and acceptance while also giving students a sense of identity and belonging. By teaching students about their cultural heritage, schools can inspire a new generation of cultural ambassadors and help to keep traditions alive for future generations. Then we have the diverse cultural landscape of Guyana and advocate for the inclusion of cultural education in school curricula. Guyana, located on the northern coast of South America, boasts a rich and diverse cultural landscape shaped by its history, ethnic makeup, and geographical characteristics. The country is known for its fusion of indigenous, African, Indian, European, and Chinese cultures. The advocate for the inclusion of cultural education in the school curricula is specifically tailored and aimed to empower and equip teachers, education stakeholders, and the public with the knowledge and skills needed to identify and respond to specific learning disabilities in a manner that will enable them to foster inclusivity in classrooms of Guyana. I'll now hand you over to the next speaker.
Good evening, everyone. And today I will be talking about the Amerindians. The Amerindians are also known as indigenous people. They were the first group of people who came to Guyana. They migrated from the continent of Asia through the Bering Strait over 5,000 years ago. They consist of numerous tribes, cultures, and different languages and customs, even history as well. Some of these Amerindian tribes are Kushi, Arawak, Wai, um, Arawak, Carib, Wapishiana. These are some of the Arawaks. These are some of the tribes of the Amerindians, and each one of them, they have their different language as well. Um, they have Pong, the Lokono, the Waro. All these are some of the Amerindians' languages as well. Now, the Amerindians, they had their beliefs as well. They have their beliefs where they believe in ancestors' worship, where they would offer food, drinks, gift to their ancestral spirit. They believe that doing this, they will be protected by doing these rituals. Um, they have the other beliefs, which is the water spirit, where they believe that doing these rituals, they will have healing. They, the Amerindians also, they have their festival as well, one of which we are very much familiar with, the Amerindian Heritage Month, which is celebrated throughout the month of September. Now, in this celebration now, many schools, they get involved, they go to to observe this festival as well. Here, schools, the students as well, they will become to recognize and understand why we celebrate this celebration. It's a cultural heritage and contribution of Guyana's Amerindian community. These activities include display of cultural, traditional dances, music, craft, educational events, food fairs, everything that's included with the Amerindians, it be on display at the Amerindian Heritage during the month of September every year. And as well to add, these tribes, they all have unique cultural practices, languages, and spiritual beliefs, contributing to the rich diversity of Amerindian heritage in Guyana. I will now hand it over to the next speaker.
The next slide, please.
I skipped it.
Thank you. The Europeans were the second group of people to come to Guyana. The Europeans came in search of new lands. They came in search of the golden city El Dorado. They first encountered the Amerindians, as previously discussed, and began to trade with them using the barter system. The Europeans would give the Amerindian knives, axes, lengths of cloth, and colored beads in exchange for food supplies. Now, we will be looking at 4 aspects of the European, which are the language, the religion, the tradition, and festivals. Now, the European, they speak mainly English, Spanish, and French. Religion, religions, they are Christianity, mainly of the Catholic and other denominations in Christianity. Good. Some of the traditions are Christmas. They celebrate Christmas, such as decorating Christmas trees. In the European country, they will usually go and cut down the trees and they will bring it indoors and they will decorate it. And Guyanese have adopted this tradition. Exchanging gifts, as normally we would exchange gifts on Christmas Day and Boxing Day. And they enjoy special holiday meals, such as the normally they will eat black cake. We normally eat black cake for Christmas. Good. Festival, English, French festival. And this is where the people will have a feast. And they will eat the European foods. Such as pies and so on. Pastries. Next speaker. I'll hand you over to the next speaker.
Hi, so here we have the Africans, and we would have focused on the 4 aspects for the Africans, where we looked at the languages. And the first main language for the Africans, we have English. And then we have the Creolese. And if you're wondering what are the Creolese, you can say, for example, "Why you want me boss you there or what?" Or "Me send go down there." Then we also have French and also Portuguese. And the religion is mainly Christianity. And they have traditions such as jumping dance, drinking of blood, and wearing of colorful shuka. And the festivals there, we have masquerade. We use that for any big celebration, especially Mashamani. And we have kwekwe, where we have it in weddings. And also we have komfa. And the last one is swewi or something like that. Yes. So I'll now hand you over to the next speaker.
Thank you, Miss. So the Portuguese, they came from the continent of Europe. They came from countries like Portugal and Madeira Island. How they came? They came on ships. Now the Portuguese came as indentured laborers to work on the sugar plantation for a period of 5 years. First 40 Portuguese came on May the 3rd, 1835. They were sent on a plantation Thomas, La Penitence, and Linendale. Now these were some of the aspects we look at also for the Portuguese, which was the language, the religion, traditions, and festivals. The language, they speak Portuguese, and the religion is Christianity. Mainly, they are Presbyterian and Roman Catholic, where they will go to church and they pray. The tradition, Christmas novena. This is where they will have a Christmas march, Christmas mass, and they will go to church to pray to Jesus Christ. And also they celebrate Holy Week. Holy Week is normally around Easter, and Easter we celebrate the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Holy Week includes Good Friday, where Jesus Christ, he died on the cross, and on the third day he rose again, which we have Easter. Their tradition dish is the traditional dish is like soup and sweet bread, known as masa soveda. Your festival is Feast of the Holy Spirit. Persons from the church will gather together and they will have a large table and they will feast on food prepared from their community members and church members. I'll now hand you over to the next speaker.
Thank you, Rhoda. Good evening, everyone. I'm going to look at the East Indian and the four aspects: the language, religion, and tradition and festival. As you know, that the Indo-Guyanese, also known as the Indian Guyanese, are Guyanese nationals of East Indian origin who trace their ancestry to India and the wider subcontinent. They are the descendants of the indentured servants and settlers who migrated from India beginning in 1838. As we talk about languages, and they brought a number of languages from India, depending on the state that they came from. Some of them still remain today, but the most popular language, Guyanese Creole. As you know, the Guyanese Creole is a one like Abi and Ayo and Wayago and so on. You know, they got the Guyanese Hindustani still practiced today. That they use that language when they're doing religious work. The Pandit mostly will know that language, and you know the mother tongue English. Also, they practice Urdu and Hindi. In terms of religion, you will talk about, they will have both. All three religions you'll find there. You have Hinduism, Muslim, and Christianity. Well, India came as most of them are Hindus, and we have a small amount of them Islam. But gradually, the plantation owners converted some of them into Christianity, and today it is still happening in Guyana. So they have the different religious book that they use. The Hindu will use the Vedas or the Bhagavad Gita and the Ramayana. The Christian will use the Holy Bible, and the Muslim will use the Quran. Talking about traditions. Now, the tradition is the tradition is the way how they greet one another. Like like the East Indians, they will say Sitaram, Ram Ram, Namaste, and they have the different festivals. Phagwah, Diwali, Easter, Christmas. Even though the East Indians, they came with their own festival, they adopted a different religion. They have the different family structure, that they have the name, fasting. Hindu fast 2 times a year. They call it Navrat season. There's now mean 9 and Rat mean nights. 9 nights. It happens 2 times a year. It's and in part like in October, November, and then the early part here like in March, April. Religious customs, architecture, the way how they build a house. They build out according to the mandir. Marriage, popular marriages, arranged marriage, religious symbol, traditional clothing. Like clothing, they wear a dhoti, shalwar, lahenga. They have death right, birthright. The death right, the shaving of the head and so on. And the birthright is called the Muran. And they have caste system. I don't think that is happening in Guyana, but they have the highest caste and the lowest caste. The highest caste they call it the Brahmins, and the lowest caste they call it Chamar. And they have different beliefs. So where they put in the broom in front of the door, and you can't come in with it back in the house and so on. So I'll now hand you over to the next speaker.
The Chinese in Guyana are descendants of immigrants who arrived in the mid-19th century. They were initially brought to British Guyana as indentured laborers to work on sugar plantations following the abolition of slavery. The first group arrived in 1853, and subsequent waves came over the next few decades. Despite facing early challenges, including harsh working conditions and cultural adaptation, the Chinese community gradually integrated into the Guyanese society. They became known for their contributions to business, trade, and agriculture, establishing themselves as an integral part of the country's multicultural fabric. Today, the Chinese Guyanese community maintains its unique cultural heritage while being fully integrated into the national identity. We will be looking at the 4 aspects: language, religions, traditions, and festival. Languages. The Chinese in Guyana originally brought various Chinese dialects with them, reflecting the linguistic diversity of their home. Over the time, primary languages spoke within the Chinese Guyanese community include Mandarin, also called Putongo, Yu, Cantonese, was also known as Cantonese, Dayang, Min dialect, Gang dialect, Wu dialect, and Keja, and Hakka dialect. Religion, Buddhism. Buddhism was one of the religions practiced by the early Chinese immigrants. It influenced their cultural practices and community gatherings.
Today, while some elements of Buddhism may still be observed, many Chinese are also Christians or follow other religions due to intermarriage and cultural assimilation. Traditions. Family gatherings. Family remains a central aspect of the Guyanese community gatherings during significant festivals and life events, an important tradition. Feasting. Food plays a crucial role in Chinese Guyanese culture, with traditional Chinese dishes, some like the fried rice and so on, chow mein and so on. Red envelopes. The giving of red envelopes during Chinese New Year and other special occasions continues to be practiced, symbolizing good luck and prosperity. The festivals, as we all know, also known as Spring Festival. It is celebrated with family reunions, special meals, lion dances, fireworks, and the exchange of red envelopes. Mid-Autumn Festival, celebrated on the 15th day of the 8th lunar month. It involves family gatherings, eating mooncakes, and appreciating the full moon. These cultural practice and tradition have helped the Chinese Guyanese maintain a connection to their heritage while also contributing to Guyana's multicultural society. The significance of integrating cultural education. Integrating cultural education into schools is essential for promoting cultural awareness, understanding, and appreciation among students. By doing so, schools can help students develop the necessary skills and mindset to succeed in an increasingly globalized world. Challenges and strategies of integrating cultural education. The first one is lack of resources. Strategy utilizing free or low-cost resources, such as online materials, community partnerships, and guest speakers to supplement limited resources. 2, cultural conflicts. Strategy, fostering open and respectful dialogue and educators to address conflicts and promote understanding. Challenges and strategy of integrated cultural education. 3, discrimination strategy, implementing anti-discrimination policies and promoting inclusive practices in the classroom, providing training and resources to educators on cultural competence and sensitivity, and creating a safe and welcoming learning environment where all students feel valued and respected. 4, communication barriers. Strategy, use simple and clear languages. If necessary, use a translator or an interpreter to help bridge the language gap. Conclusion. In conclusion, incorporating societal expectation into the school curriculum is crucial for preserving cultural and promoting cultural integration in Guyana. By including the languages, religion, traditions, and festivals of Guyana's 6 ethnic groups, students will gain a deeper understanding and appreciation of their diverse cultural landscape. Cultural education plays a vital role in fostering national identity, promoting tolerance and respect, and bridging the gap between different communities. However, there are several challenges to consider, such as the lack of resources, cultural conflicts, discrimination, and communication barriers. By addressing these challenges with effective strategies, Ghana can successfully integrate cultural education into its school curriculum, ensuring a brighter future for its diverse and vibrant society. These are some of our references. Thank you.